All right. I think we are already live on Facebook and YouTube as well, and I believe that people will going to watch us, right? Okay. So here is the things. Ah, all right. Okay. Let me see that we are live. Yes. Okay. Start casting. I can see only Melina. Okay. Anyway. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us. We are in the day 2 of our official coaching with the new coaches. All right. It's per our modules, right, that we are running. And we are, I mean, I just want to apologize from the people that who are watching that we are not going to reveal all the things what we, I mean, what I taught, I mean, what I showed these new coaches, right? Because we cannot reveal all the things, right? Because these people paid a lot of money to came here in this session. I mean, in this in the program called Coach Me. So basically, we will go through the few things that which we can reveal you. Before starting today, that I want to go through the something that is really needed for for you guys, right? Okay, so today we have a Melina. She's from Nepal. She is a student as well, and she's doing fabulous job. It's been like she is with me. I mean, she enrolled on her program since 2 3 months, 2 months. It's already done, right? I think. So before going forward, second day, that I want to ask Melina, that Melina, what is your improvement or what is your progress while you came to us before and now?
Hello, sir. When I came here before, I am a very introvert person. I don't want to came in front of people and share with my feelings, emotions. Now I can do it, and my confidence has also improved. So that is my best point, sir. And I hope I will more learn with you.
That's great. So what makes you to become a life coach, Melina?
Because I want to help people, serve people. So that is my own motive. So I want to become a life
That's
coach.
wonderful. Thank you so much, Melina. So so we are going to talk about the responsibilities of a life coach. That what are the responsibilities that as a life coach that you have to do, as a coach that you have to do. This is the questions that I used to get from many students who came to me. They ask about life coaching always. Is it is it hard? Right? Even you also asked me before, if you remember, right? So I just want to repeat the answer because other people also need to, I mean, they will also watch these things, right? So answer is maybe a little bit difficult to answer, right? Most life coaches do not find it hard. At least they do not find it hard while they are coaching a client because they have taught themselves to be wholly and completely involved into the coaching process, which you also going through the many classes, many seasons, many sessions, right? So don't allow outside thoughts to interfere being a coach. Of course, it's not an easy task as well, right? Because you must need to be completely enroll yourself into the process of coaching than how we coached. However, if they allow themselves to become distracted, I mean, if you allow yourself to become distracted by personal thoughts, then you can find it so much difficult to focus on the needs of your client. You understand? So there is another concern as well. First of all, that you are afraid that if you do not help your client to be successful, it is your fault. This is the huge questions that it's kept. Once you realize that as long as you did the very best you could for your client to his or her success, which was fully in your, I mean, in your client hands, not in your hand, that conscience first, the realization is maybe difficult. However, most people allow themselves to find their success or failure as a coach on how their clients perform. This today's session is all about the responsibilities of yourself as a coach and to your clients. Okay, so first of all, I will go through the responsibility of yourself as a coach. As a life coach, you are completely responsible for your own life as well. It must be authentic. You must be authentic and well ordered yourself. Your own life absolutely must be in order for you to be an effective coach. If you are coaching someone on how you keep his or her schedule schedules in order, you cannot be a study in messy charge, right? So things, do you hold yourself to be a realistic standard? This means that you need to be reasonable in your expectation of yourself as well. By setting impossibly high standard, you're bound to fail and you will discover that your clients will fail too. Your responsibilities to yourself include your vision to be a larger, to be a bigger than just yourself and your life. Most of us uh, drag back in a day-to-day living without any clear sense of purpose, or let's say calling, or you can say a passion, right? You must evaluate what gets you excited and enthusiastic. There is a saying that you should find what you would like to do for the rest of your life without making money at all. Many volunteer programs are successful for this very reason. People volunteer because something about the cause speak to them and they are willing to do a big job without money. Not every volunteer experiences this, but put a volunteer to work using his or her specific potential and abilities appropriately, and you will have given that personal, a very powerful start on your life. So what would you do if you never had to worry about money ever again? This is the powerful question. Look beyond the obvious answer like travel, new house, car, boat, whatever it is. The nobility of material things eventually will not wear out. So here is the question to ask. What will you do? If the answer is just like you say, the help people, coach people, so you are in the right class, right? So what is the responsibility? Then what is the responsibilities of your client then? That also we have to take care about it. So before going forward, I just want to request for the people who are watching in Facebook, in YouTube, everywhere, I guess, right? So hi, hello, Sam. Thank you so much for watching, Sam Adhikari, Sam Belbase, and thank you guys. And don't forget to share on your social media profile so that people will notice that you are into somewhere where you are in the right platform to learn something. Okay, and guys who are watching from YouTube, okay, you guys need to subscribe us, and you guys need to share our content as well, right? So we are going to talk about the responsibilities of your as a coach, your client. You have established it that you have an overall need, passion, and desire to coach. What do you need then to bring to your coaching clients? A coach must be cheerful, encouraging, energetic, and optimistic. You have to be able to put your own worries aside. Even maybe you have to pretend that you have no worries so that you can really be present to your client. Of the characteristics needed in a coach, being attentive, presentable, and the most of important one. Being attentive or presentable to your client means you must be clear your mind of absolutely everything that you could interfere with the coaching session. You cannot think about what you have, what you are having for your dinner tonight. What your husband is irritating with you, or your wife is irritating with you, or your other family members will irritate with you, or whether that check is going to clear before or after payment goes through it, and many things that having all kind of this all kind of chatter going on in your in your head will always prevent you from being totally and completely attentive or presentable to your client. Most people have never in their lives experienced that kind of presentable experience. People talk about many, like former President American President Bill Clinton, as having just this kind of presentable nature. It is said that you could be in a room with 200 people, let's say 500 people, but when you are talking with either Bill Clinton or either whoever it is, right? Your eyes have, an ear only for you, only for listen. Very few people naturally have this gift, but we can develop this habit as well, which we already discussed in previous sessions. It is an ability, it is a potential that can be cultivated and must be cultivated if you are going to be a coach, right? So just I want to share with the people, if you are listening this conversation right now which we are having, if you are interested in learning more, then you can message us or comment below that you also can be a coach, right? So this is advertised for you. So Melina, as a coach, you have a beautiful home, right? So you need to answer those following questions. that we will do that practice in our another session with a practice session. But for now, you need to note down this clearly, or else I will send you through the this one as well, our group as well. Okay, what number one? What do I want out of life? This is these questions that you need to answer. And another is, what effect do I want to have on those around me? I mean to say on this universe. God. Then another question is, what makes me special? And another question is that what I am doing now in my life that makes use of my potential and abilities, my talents. And another question is that what do I wish to achieve at same point in the future? How I will be different in next 10 years, right? How will my family be different? My community, my tribe, my universe, my world is different. So, together, do you think that you can follow this, which I am going to ask you? You don't need to answer right now, but you need to put inside your head, and later on your practice session that we are going to enroll you deeply about it. Well, being a coach, while presenting as a coach, are you cheerful, encouraging, enthusiastic, or optimistic? And can you put your own worries aside and that you can pretend that you have none of any problems in your life? Are you presentable and able to listen with your entire being? Can you see talents and potential in others as well? Can you see the worth of others without any judgment? Can you help people to find and develop their potential or talents? Do you think you can do that? Ask this question. One of the strongest strengths of a life coach is the ability to ask pretending questions. Many of people, even in my friend circle, they used to say something that I never forget this thing. By reading the psychological book, that you are saying the things that could not able to accomplish in your life. But let me remind you and all of people who are watching us right now, there is a strongest, one strongest sentence that you never forget. You need to always remember, I mean, whatever you believe, you can achieve it. Whatever you believe, you can achieve it. But what is the process of believing? What are the thought process you are going to create in your head while you are believing? Believe means that you close your eyes and think of that, okay, after 3 years that I will have a helicopter, my own helicopter. It could be possible, but your belief system need to be so much strong than anything else. That's how you can able to get it or achieve it. So to help your clients and find and develop their ability, their talents, you would ask following questions to your clients. Just like, okay, I will try to elaborate a little bit more. Ask them what they wanted to be when they grew up versus what they are right now. Then ask them again the why. right? Ask what they enjoyed most in a school, in which subject they did the best in, right? Ask them what they see as their specific potential or strength. Ask when they feel most comfortable and at peace. Ask what others ask them to do on a regular basis. Ask what is easy for them to do. Ask what is unique about them. Have them a list of their achievements. Most people will avoid doing this, perhaps because of sense of modesty. Your job is to prevent them from diminishing their potential. Help them to see their personal passion that will help them through the time of struggle. While I'm saying this, many people, maybe you and including many people, can be thinking about this is like a therapy, but therapy looks behind and coaching looks ahead in front. You need to understand that. It is an important enough topic that you will refresh your memory about it. The reason for this is that you must understand the fine line, the finest line you walk between helping someone to take control of his or her life and offering advice, therapeutic advice. If you do if you do not have the appropriate degree, you cannot act as a trained counselor by asking those questions and inviting your clients to look into their lives and into themselves for the answer. You are encouraging them to improve themselves. Therapy is looking into your past to identify where problems came from, right? A therapist is someone who is above you, an expert, a person who should have all the answers to the problems or questions that you have. And coaching is looking at the present and the future. You understand what I am talking about, right, Melina?
Yes.
Okay. So you and your client are standing side by side, just like you and me now, right? Shoulder by shoulder, looking at the same problem and discussing the best way to approach it. A coach is encouraging, empathetic, and compassionate, right? And as a coach, your job is to help your client to find their passion in life and seek ways to incorporate it into their lives. You also will help them to find any negativity in their life and help them to eliminate it. Your job is to help your client to see a way to change what is unsatisfactory, hold them accountable for those changes, and then bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to be. So for this all process, that you need to develop a plan. I always used to say one statement: be the change before change changes you. Change is not an immediate process. You need to go through the process. So what is the steps to consider to bring change in your, to your clients? I just want to give you the few things. That number one, define what your clients want or their needs and create. And second is you need to create a plan to how to get there, right? And number third, support your clients to on his or her journey to that goal, that destination. In order to be an effective coach, you must believe in following three things. People have their answer to their own problems. Never forget these things. Your client have the answer of their own problem, but you just need to find them way to figure out what is the answer throughout their problem. People have their people have the power to change and make their goals into the reality. You just need to encourage them and show them the way of it. People can achieve their goals and dreams. You just be abreast of them to reach from where they are now and where they want to be. You understand? Your job is to find them way. You will believe these things and be an effective coach. Your own personal experience stories will add in your coaching sessions with your clients that you knew. Often that I used to share many of my own life experience and stories, right? By taking stock of the ways you make these changes in your life, you will be able to use yourself as an example of your clients. You will able to, I mean, help them by using your own example, by sitting, and if they have that problem, you are saying, yes, I have that problem before, or my client had that problem before, and I solved it in this particular way. So that's how we can achieve, we can reach and we can achieve that things, right? So before that, that you need to become an expert on your own life as well. So I will talk about few. I mean, there are many steps that we are going to talk today, right? If you feel comfortable, then we will go ahead. Shall I go ahead? If you have any, if guys, if you have any questions, that you can reach out on comments. That okay, many people are watching. Thank you so much for watching us. All right, great, great. Okay. Hi. If you have any question, guys, you can ask us. So becoming an expert, this is not only as a coach, as a human being, that you need to be, I mean, you need to become an expert in, I mean, on life. Number one, bridging the gap. How can you help your clients to bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to be? The easiest way to manage that I can and change them to I can. You understand? They said they cannot, and you have to bring them into they can. You work with them and in, I mean, decrease their tendency to self-sabotage. People, most of the people who are unsuccessful or failures, something have the, I mean, have entered into inappropriate behavior that actually sabotage their chances to success. You help them to realize their dreams and aspirations, rather those of their maybe guardians or someone else who has placed the expectation of them. And number second is secret desires. Secret desires, right? In a secret desires, what is the thing? Is do you have a secret desires? Are you handling them appropriately? Coaching requires that you mirror your behavior as a model, right? For your client, when you do not do what you are having your client do, it is very hard to hold your client accountable. Are you happy with your passion? I mean, with your position in your life? What you are doing about it? You share this story to your client. And previously I said to be, you need to be authentic. Just give me a second. Sorry guys, I was just looking after those message, I mean, comment on this. Okay. Being alive, I'm talking about authenticity. Being a life coach means being authentic and truthful. You do not want to hide behind the list of any lies so that your client will think well of you. You want to be working towards your happiness, and you share your experiences with your clients. Means you have to be so much realistic and focus. Do you have the ability to focus? You will need to help your client to see into the future and define what they want to out of life. Establish goals, and then set about making a plan to achieve those goals and desires. You will focus on values and desires as you set those goals with them. And louding board means your low role as a life coach also is to be a louding board, means you are going to stand out in the way you provide very safe place for your client to verbalize their goal. Many people never have really had a safe place to actually say their goals out loud. They Too many people are afraid of what their partners is going to say or think. Maybe your community is going to. Many young people are afraid of what their parents and others relatives are going to say or think about their chosen path in life. As a life coach, you present a valuable service because you are not in a position to make any judgment. You are there only to be present to your clients and listen to them and verbalize their goals and dreams to figure out what they really can able to reach. And another subject that you need to understand is intent. The next step is to then encourage your clients to show intent to work on their goal and dreams. Your clients need to be shown how to take the next step, then how to act on each step that takes them where they need to go. Along the way, they will share their secrets, fears, and dreams with you safely because they know you are there to encourage, not for judge something. And next, scale progress. You will work with your clients to reflect on where they have been and then stop and look back to see how far they reach, right? And you will help your clients to organize their thoughts from the chaotic idea, help identify actual choices, and then help them to choose the right path so that you can track their progress, so that you can scale their progress. And another is mirroring behavior or habit. If you were to cut the back of your own hair without a mirror, right? How does it? Can you relate it? You are cutting your hair without any mirror. You could do it, but you probably would not like it. Similarly, you will be that mirror for your clients, showing them the parts they cannot see very well. A coach serves as a mirror to his or her clients. You help your clients. You help your clients see what they want in their life. Even through the confusion of the decision making process, the ability to mirror behavior is why your own life must be in order to be a most effective coach possible. And another is the belief. Do you have the ability to really believe in your client? Most people who have really excelled at something have a parent, teacher, or a coach somewhere in their past who really believed in their capability, in their potentials, far more than they ever did. As a coach, this is the one of the most important job. I remember my coach had superb success at one of his jobs in creating to create to what it called to make a success for other coaches. Like he used to teach coaches to make, I mean, even new, you are new also, he make your income will be consistently 10K dollar continuously. And many of those coaches had never before had anyone who listened to initially and believed so completely in the personal ability to make a change. And the clients never before had anyone who was so into them. It was a new experience for them. His belief in his clients caused them not to reach their initial goal. But those results began to slip. Those outcomes began to seep into other parts of their life. The experience gave the coach the information he needed to create in his life own unique coaching program. It was proof that by fixing small things, one's life, larger shift occurred easily and naturally. And in a short period of time, my coach became so much successful, right? And another that I talked before, that shoulder to shoulder. You help your client to pick a direction, but again, from the shoulder to shoulder position. You do not tell them what to do. You never say you should do, rather than ask question. What do you think? Would you be the one is and would be one step you take to make that happen? Just like I used to ask you guys, is there something you are doing or you are not doing that is keeping you from your goal? You do not have to forget. Another best thing is accountability. This is pretty important step. Many people know and well understand the necessary step when it comes to setting a goal. What they lack is someone holding them accountable for those steps. It is, it is this accountability issue that helps so many people to finally accomplish a big task. By holding your client accountable, you are helping your client continue to believe in themselves, gently encouraging them to take another step, even if it might seem somewhat powerful, painful it is, or strong it is, hard it is. And the most important another thing is validation and recognition. This is something maybe we can say our society, our tribe lacks. Many people never are recognized for something they did, and they never feel validated that something they did took some effort. It is up to you as their coach, as your client's coach, to cheer them and then celebrate all the accomplishments. Coaches have a saying, celebrate all wins, even these are not big. Doesn't matter how big or small achievement is, by taking the time to stop and recognize it, even if that is only means checking it off a list and saying, well done, you are teaching yourself to be successful, right? And another is the, I can say, last nut on the list, right? Help your client see that lost dream equal lost time. By not working to achieve goals and dreams, we slowly squander our lives up. This is a really good place to start asking questions such as why did not you go for that goal? Ask those questions to discover the real truth behind their failure. Was it fear? Was it lack of courage? Do not settle the pat answer, justification, or excuses. Keep asking those powerful questions until your clients finally discover the all real answer on those failures, so that people will able to make you, I mean, that's how your clients will able to get help from you, right? So these are the so much important responsibilities as a coach, that as a life coach, that you need to understand. I believe that today's session, this public session, I can say, right? After this, that we are going to deep dig into the lots of subjects that we need to go through it. Before closing this, I just want to thank for the people. And if you have any questions, guys, from YouTube, from this Facebook, that you can ask question with us, that so that we can respond to your question. Or if you want to be a life coach, you are welcome to our programs, that we are open to serve you. You can send any message to any social media that will help you to understand how you can start and all. Thank you so much for listening us. Thanks. With love and respect, live with kindness and blessings.